Hey guys, it's Glenn from Glenn'sCarCollection.com, and in this video we're going to discuss your choices for my new daily driver. Now remember, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. If you're a ready subscriber, hit the notification bell. I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Alright, so I'll give you a quick backstory here. If you missed the video, I started a new commercial real estate job about, when you're seeing this video, about a month ago, and I may need a new daily driver. So currently, my daily driver is a 2015 Mercedes GLA 45 AMG, which I love. Check out our 18-month review video on it. I've owned it for 18 months now, and it's been a blast to drive. What makes it a blast to drive, certainly my old job, my commute was very short, and I would take the back roads to work, and I used to use this car for hockey, and it was being all-wheel drive. I put Blizzaks on for the winter, and it was just an amazing car to drive no matter what the weather was. How good it is for me as a car enthusiast, it probably wouldn't be good for clients. Now at my commercial real estate job, I am driving potential tenants all around, and you know, that car has a very stiff suspension. Though it's great for an enthusiast, it's not comfortable for a regular person who's not an enthusiast. I have the Recaro seats, which are great for me, which are not great for passengers because they come in all different shapes and sizes, and need a little more room when you're bringing out clients. You know, I'm 6 feet tall, so I can sit behind myself in that car, no problem. But, you know, I can have some clients that are 6'3" or 6'5", or need to fit 5 people and just need a more spacious sedan. So the perfect size would be like a BMW 5 Series. That's a big enough back seat. So I asked you guys to pick my daily driver. Plus, my commute now is about 40 minutes bumper-to-bumper traffic. So I never really get to use any power or acceleration anyway, but I still want a fun, powerful, big sedan because when I play hockey at night, at midnight, there's nobody on the roads. I have the roads to myself, so I want to be able to get there fast. So, you know, a car I was thinking would be like an F10 M5, 2013 or 2014 used car, already depreciated. You know, those cars were 100,000 new, maybe 105,000 new, and now you can get them all day long for 40 or 45,000. So here's a car at 1/3 of the price, which is you know, an excellent car and would fit the bill for me for sure. So I open it up to you guys to pick it, and you got a lot of choices here. Overwhelmingly, the F10 M5 was the choice. Maybe because I mentioned that would be a good car, or we probably have a lot of BMW followers. Now, I drove that car a couple of years ago before I bought the GLA 45. I drove an F10 M5, but at that time they were still like 60 grand. I did a video of a car that was brown. I think it's called Havana, the color, and it's a really old video. It's a horrible video, but when I first started the channel, I did a search for a daily driver and wound up with the GLA 45. And that car, I think it was very low mileage, but it was a 2013 model and the sticker was 60,000. So that was out of my price range. I got the GLA for like mid-40s. The GLA has a trade-in value of like 35 when I go to dealers, and if I sold it myself, I'd probably get 40. So I want to kind of stay in that 40K range, so it's just I don't have to put any money out of my pocket since I started a new job that's commission. So F10 M5 overwhelmingly was the first choice, followed by the Audi S6, S6 or S8. I looked up values for S8s. There are not too many S8s in that $40,000 to $45,000 range. Most of them are higher than that. That is a pretty big car. I've seen it in person. I haven't driven one yet, so I'll have to go out and check out and drive one. So all these suggestions now, I'm going to go out and test drive, and then I'll make another video, you know, next week or whatever, or weekly, and tell you what I test drove, what I liked, what I didn't like. Other choices are the CTS-V. Now, the current CTS-V is still pretty expensive. The cheapest ones that I found with the latest model are still like in the 60s, so that's out of the price range. But the previous gen before that, where it came in wagon, certainly falls into that price range, and it'd be great to have a CTS-V wagon. That would be pretty cool. Jaguar F-Pace SVR. Now I think that's way out of my price range, just like an Alfa Romeo Giulia Quadrifoglio. You know, those are $70,000, $80,000 cars, so that won't work. Another intriguing one that I was thinking seriously of was the BMW X5 or X6M. Those are certainly in that price range. The only downside to that, because they're an SUV, it has the same powertrain as the M5 or the M6, the 560 horsepower or 550, I think, in those cars. The weight is really high. It's over 5,000 pounds instead of 4,300 like an F10 M5. So the gas mileage suffers quite a bit. The mileage is like 15 city, 19 highway. So I know I'd get a lot less than that because between sitting in traffic where you'll get terrible mileage or say taking it to hockey. And the thing about those cars, and I'll have to drive one, but in other reviews I've seen, they say that the ride is pretty stiff, and that's how that car can handle so well, being that weight. So that probably wouldn't be good for my clients. The F10 M5 I've driven before, and the ride is a lot softer than an M3, so I think it'll be just fine. It's certainly stiffer than a 530 or a 540, but you know, it's not as stiff as say an M3 or an M2 for that matter. Alpina B7, that'll be a great choice. The 7 Series may be a little too big, but I'll certainly have to check that car out. Of course, that has gobs of horsepower. Audi A8, so instead of going with the S-Line, a regular A8, those have good reviews. A bunch of you have recommended Volvos, like a V60 Pulsar, so I'll have to check that out. And I believe we already talked about the Audi S8. So what I'm going to do now is this week I'll go try to test drive 1 or 2 of those cars, and then I'll give you another video of what I drove and what I liked about it, and we'll get this search going. And now a couple of you voted that I'm crazy, just keep the GLA 45 AMG. And that could be a possibility too. You know, I'm going to buy a car when I'm ready, and it's, you know, pretty much even choice. So I have time to wait for the right one to come along, but I want it to be YouTube worthy too. And, you know, when I started this channel originally, when I had 7 cars, and then I bought the S2000, made it 8 cars. My idea was to do a lot of videos and long-term ownership reviews on these cars, and then kind of sell them and get 8 different cars or 7 different cars. So as far as the daily driver goes, you know, we've had the GLA over 18 months. You know, by the time you see this video, it's probably pushing 2 years. But you know, it's kind of good to mix it up too, so you see a big variety of cars. I always want to have like a big variety, so this way, no matter what kind of car you like, there's something here for you on the channel. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll report back in the next week or so, let you know what I drove, and we'll go from there. Remember, if you like what you see, hit the subscribe button. Check out our website, glenscarcollection.com. If you want to see what I'm doing today, go to the Instagram at Glens Car Collection, and remember, we have the Facebook page as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Make sure, actually, you know what? If you can think of anything else, leave a comment below, okay? Leave us a comment below what you think of those choices, with the F10 M5 and the Audi S6 leading the way. And if there's something I haven't thought of, leave that comment below as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take care.